Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Neremik, welcome back to more of Animal Crossing New Leaf. Game is lagging slightly and I don't want to be fooled with that. My computer's not having a good day. Don't know why. But right now it is Saturday, April 23rd, 2022 at 9:51 PM. And we're going to get started. So hopefully you're all doing well. I'm doing particularly funky because this is the episode I promised all you fellas. So, okay, all set. I was right, my Daniel. I haven't seen your. Yep. You can ramble on all you want, Isabel. We are going to go make money this episode. So, in case you're unaware, in the evenings, especially if you go visit Tortimer Island, there is a little bit of a fortune to be made on Tortimer Island. So we have a thing from Gorva. So right now I'm spending my day surrounded by music in Mexico. My gift to you from here is a creepy type of doll called a calavera. You don't think it's scary, do you? From the Wandering Gorva. Oh, trust me, we're going to be hunting things that are 10 times more scary this episode because, as I said, we're going to cut everything and we're just going to go straight to Tortimer's Island. And ideally it will make the game stutter a little bit less. So, in case you're unaware, this is a well-known strategy. I'll let Captain Singer sing and I'll talk over him, because I'm mean. But, in case you're unaware, the most well-known way to make money in New Leaf is to go to Tortimer Island around, 9-10 PM, late night, dig up everything in the middle, cut down a few trees at the front, then get a net and just go to town catching bugs. We can donate one of each to the museum, but my god do they sell for a lot. So, that certainly is the plan. So hopefully you're all down with that. And I figure, because again, beyond cutting down and demolishing everything, I was thinking what I could do, because I know the series is about other people, is I'll throw random trivia at you from the child's history, because I'm pretty sure this series has been weird in the fact I've given you a lot of insight into how the channel is, and I kind of like how that is, so I want to keep it going. So I think I might just throw random trivia at you, here, there, everywhere, and just see if you find any of it interesting. Again, Captain's singing, so it's quite, nice and, I'm not sure what the word would be. But no, there's a load of history to this channel, which literally almost nobody but me knows. And, a lot of it's behind the scenes stuff. Some of it I've seen in other videos, but I figure, I've got all this knowledge, I think some of it's interesting. Might as well share it with you guys, because, God forbid I can talk about anything else that isn't from my memory, because not to say my shift was bad, but we've got a new co-worker in, and I don't like them. I'm sorry, the first act was, I was sweeping in the cafe right next to the window. They run up, pull their top up, and it's like, fella, it's like 8:50, fuck you doing? And then they run off, and then they come in asking for food, and the joke was on them. We sold it all. We were a very busy KFC. Anyway, I believe it's the money power hour, so money power hour. I English on occasion, in case you're unaware. Anyway, this is the second time we've been here. Last time we were here for some mini-games. This time, we're here for profit. So, how it works is you catch every bug, and you're not particularly picky, because if you are, you will be killed. So, I want to borrow. Very good, take what tools you like. So, I believe we need an axe and a shovel. And you know how this nice little island looks with all the stuff and the everything and the really large amount of stuttering, actually. Basically, this bit of the island here, it's number one, I don't like you, so it's on the shit list, basically. And all we gotta do, demolish all the trees here. It's you could be, oh, think of the trees, think of how nice the island looks, and you're ruining the atmosphere. No, I'm here for money. It's the capitalist dream. But we cut all these guys down, we dig up all the bushes, we do hear that everywhere. And I believe we remove you, because you're a pain in the ass to get to. And we remove you just to increase spawns a little, I believe. And I think that's all of them. So we just dig up all these tree stumps, dig up all those flowers, dig up all those bushes, and go in and out, maybe reload things. And after that, we are muy bien. I think we walk ourselves out of getting one particularly good spawn. That's the Emperor Butterfly, I believe, the blue one. That sells for 3k pop, but beyond that, yeah, no, this is very much a, I suppose because they argue the middle of the island looks a bit barren, but you could also make the argument that, oh no, we can't replant any of the stuff here, can we? Because, you can't bring anything to the island. Actually, no, you can. If you buy something from the store, you can technically plant it here. So yeah, okay, technically if you're really feeling sad for all the flowers I've dug up, I can technically replant the bushes. Not the flowers, but I can replant the bushes. Deal? No deal? I don't know. Either way, I think, yeah, these are the last two. And then, we're in money mode. So, hello Lloyd. Or whatever you're called. Yes. Right, welcome everyone, that will have good so you can have a blast out here on the island. Right, I wish to borrow. Very good, take whatever good you like, my good chum. Right, so I'm returning this, and I'm going to nick you. You can technically, and it's a big old technically, you can technically farm sharks there. I'm personally not too big a fan of sharks because I like bugs. They're just a bit more tactile on like your controls to get, so I'm more a fan of getting bugs when I'm visiting the island. But we'll just have a quick look, see if anything's hanging around. Someone's messaging me on Steam, isn't that wholesome? And twice. Yeah, okay, so we need to scare these guys off. So I may just reload in order to get rid of everything, and yeah, okay, we'll go in and out. And I'll see who's messaging me on Steam. I'll snitch on who's messaging me. You can tell because I just walked into a wall. Okay. Oh, okay, they hit me with the O on the Discord. And then we go back through. And what do you think? What do you think they're saying on the Steam? Cast your votes now. Hehe, muhahaha, gahahahaha. And that's all she wrote. Anyway, so, oh, hello there, gentlemen. Fancy seeing you here on an island where I know you'd be spawning at this exact place and time. You're mine now. I caught a horned elephant that I get lost from the herd. I will know what my encyclopedia says about my new catch. So, there are different prices for all these bugs. All we particularly care about is if they spawn on the trees, they're decent enough. There is a difference, and the one I will always advocate, yes, get this, like levels of energy, is the golden stag. That guy sells for more than anything else. It's quite good. So this looks similar. I think this is a cyclomatus stag. I like to think I know the name of most of these guys, considering I've spent like hours on this island, realistically. I've got 600 hours on the game, 50 of them were easily spent here. But no, what you do, you just kind of run up to the top, then you run back down the middle to let everything spawn in and not run the risk of scaring it off, and then go up the other side. And with any luck, doing that will also scare off any unwanted bugs that you want. And yeah, I should mention, like I said, these guys will spawn in and they can be a right nuisance. I think sharks may also affect the thing, so get out of here. Get out of here. I'll 1v1 you with a net. Fight me. Thank you. Anyway, yeah, so key is to not particularly wrong, because you might scare them off even if it is accidental, but that's the general idea. Do a little bit of back and forth, and before you know it, you got yourself some money rolling in. And there should be a fair, like, at least 100,000, I would say, given the time we've got. And it's just this kind of same menial, like, route you gotta take. Just go up, go down, and do it in such a way to where it lets the guys on the other side of the island load in. Do that enough times, and you're a happy camper. You may notice, but actually, yes, fish are also a no bueno. So if you see one, just like, okay, wait for him to swim a little bit closer, and bah. Because I think there's a upper limit on how many things can be on an island at once. So, like I said, you scare those guys off, you scare these jewel beetles off. And I know jewel beetles suffer enough, but it's like, But no, you just do that enough, and eventually you scare them off, and by default, these guys will spot. We're not going to talk about that, okay? And if any of you do, I'm going to be mildly displeased. Deal? Okay. Anyway, I'm sorry, I'm kicking this hole and I keep running into it. The rest of the hole's going to stay, but these, I'm trying to make my path go down, yo. Anyway, you'll probably hear where's my useless trivia, Mr. Neremik? And I'm happy to provide. So, random trivia, number 1. Recent little thing. I can't aim with a net. Random trivia round 2, though. You will not know this if you pay inherent attention to a load of my descriptions, especially some from like a year plus ago now. But at some point in time, I made a decent habit of, in the descriptions of New Horizons uploads, I made song recommendations, just stuff I was listening to at the time. There was no rhyme or reason. And for like, I believe like 10 episodes, like, maybe it was an on and off. Okay, I definitely need to get my aim back, but that was a golden stag too, so that would have been a hefty payout. But, no, for 10 episodes in a row in the Horizon series, I, just left song recommendations at the top of the description for what I'd been listening to. or like songs which I just knew were like, okay, it's a banger. I'm not sure if anyone ever looked at them or went through with them. Nobody ever left a comment about them, but it's one of those things where I look back on it and I'm like, yeah, it's cool, something nice. Okay, so that was the one I had at the forefront of my mind, like, okay, this. I want to talk that. And now I have, and now we're here like, what do we do? What do we do? We'll scare off the fish first, but you know. So what else we got? Like I said, there's so much random trivia, I'm just not sure where to start. So, let's see. In my time, I've been through 4 different screen recording softwares. So, the one I've used for pretty much any videos you've seen is OBS. But before that, my computer was way lower specs. So I had to use a lighter recording software. And this was either Fraps, it was the Xtori, or it was Action Screen Recorder. And Action I openly hated with a burning passion because I just saw it as a scam. And it still is. And then DxTory and Fraps lead to one of the most interesting stories I've got on the channel. And also my one of the series will be getting redone at some point in the future. So basically, OBS is a very nice program. And basically it makes sure that, basically I've got a video preview and I've got audio coming through. And it syncs that. So, like, it's funny because I can't explain without getting into, like, heavy logistics of how recording software works. Or being good at aiming a net, apparently. But OBS is nice and it syncs my audio up even if there's like a freezing gameplay. That's the general idea. Sometimes my capture card audio will be up, but that's more so just the delay from getting it from my card to my computer. Yeah, no, back in the day I had to use DxTory and Fraps in order not to lag my recordings. And it was okay, it had hitches here and there. And that was actually perfectly fine until we got to a certain Let's Play that is arguably the most important we've ever done. That's going to be the next fact. But because I was basically, like I said, I was mainly just forced into having to use DxTory and Fraps. The Sonic Adventure 1 Let's Play has the worst audio I've ever done because there would be hitches and freezes because my computer was, I thought it was like good and top of the line and all this stuff, but it wasn't. And for lack of a better term, yeah, like I said, hey, we're not getting all the bugs. I am clocking onto that fact, don't you worry. But no, a lot of the audio in the Sonic Adventure Let's Play was out of sync, and I tried to manually sync it up, but it would progressively get more and more out of sync to the point it would never truly be in sync. So throughout that, of course, that series, I believe I upgraded my computer enough to run OBS, but what would be the word? But no, for the first few, like, I had randomly splice audio so it came in at the right points, and there'd be moments of like silence for a few seconds trying to let it resync. It was awful. I hated it. And that's all I have vehemently stuck to using OBS because it plays nicer. Oh, okay, right. I cannot fuck this up the second time in a row. I'm sorry, but like Golden Stags make like the down period of not having anything at all a bit more bearable. Literally none of the angles it was letting me go to there were like satisfactory. Case in point! It's like, how do I angle myself at an angle where I can hit that tree? Like straight on, yeah, but like I won't be able to see the bug then. I'm not having a good time, and my game freezes on top of that. But no, I'm also talking on Sonic Adventure. That was the first Let's Play which I fully went and completed. Fun little trivia facts there. Although, again, speaking of trivia facts, that reminds me of yet another thing, actually. Fuck it. Hitboxes in this game are way less forgiving. But, no, at some point in time I wanted to do a Neremik Kahoot, but for some reason it was denied by Kahoot moderation. I could not tell you why, but they were like, no. And I did have a few random images of me, and it was like, guess what thumbnail or video this is from? But no, there was a Neremik Kahoot which was literally like reviewed by Kahoot moderation, and they were like, no, you can't do this. I don't know, I always wanted to do something like that. If I did one now, I'd probably update it and it'd probably get removed, but I'm still mildly spiteful over the whole thing. Bit more trivia for some of you old people now. You'll be like, oh, back in my day, I remember when you said he was going to play this. Back in my day, in the year-old time of 2018, we started a Zero Escape Let's Play. Very banger games, however, they take forever. So I started in 2018, and I finished the second game, Virtue's Last Reward, in the middle of 2020. When the channel had changed a lot, and a lot of like younger people watching the channel, and it wasn't just... The channel wasn't just for whoever fancied at that point, it had an audience. Although, so I finished the second game in the Zero Escape trilogy, 2020, because it took that long to do. And as a result of that, I never ended up playing the third game. And like for years I saved it, and I was like, do I play, do I not play? But I ended up playing the third game off camera, which is a shame, because it was meant. Yeah, because Zero Time Dilemma was okay, for all the credit people give it worth. Although, after playing it, I definitely... Knowing what I did then, I made the right choice not to play it on the channel, because... Yeah, that game's like a horror thriller slasher, and it gets very dark at some points, so, yeah. And also, it just wouldn't make a load of sense, because I've got a whole new audience, and I don't think they'll have watched through arguably one of the less popular Let's Plays I've ever done on the channel. And I know that might have a load of people thinking, well, if it was so unpopular, why'd you go on to do the, you know, do both games? It was a different time back then, is the thing. Realistically, like I said, this is a small thing, but I do want to do full videos at some point where I just say, you know, this is the history of the channel, because I could fill 10 hours. Like, you give me a list of every video I've released, I could probably give you, like, one inside scoop about it. It's just like I said, everyone, I always say this to people. Everyone's got their own story, but most people don't seem to care. I don't know. Everything's just got its own little story, and it's just... I don't know. And I'm sure you've got, like, some stuff from your life where it's like, yeah, you know, it was this and that, and all these interconnecting things, but, like, you just think no one would care, but... I don't know. I think we gotta make a movement where we're like, actually, yeah, you tell me about, like, the menial things you think no one will care about that have gone on in your life. I live for that shit, yo. Because I do. I don't know. Anyway, more useless trivia as we hit the 16-minute mark. Let's see. So I'm going to try and cover every single one. Oh, I suppose I've been reminded as a result of the Sonic Adventure thing. But I started the Sonic Adventure Let's Play with the sole intention to eventually play Sonic Unleashed when I had a capture card. I always thought that was more of a more wholesome thing. Like, I was... because, again, this is way back in the day. I'm not... It feels weird. It feels like I'm old. But a lot of people, all you young'uns, probably haven't seen the original run of Sonic Let's Plays up until probably, like, I don't know, Generations, maybe? Unleashed DLC? Claws? Like I said, all of the old stuff's kind of dead and buried, and we've redone Adventure, so it gives people even less reason to go back, but... Yeah, no, there's a load of things, and I think it's quite cool, because I did that Sonic Adventure Let's Play in 2016. Then 2 years later, when it finally came time to play Unleashed, again, I'm not sure if this comes across to just me, or if this comes across to everyone, but you watch that first video of Sonic Unleashed, and you can tell. It's faint, because I'm trying not to let it on too much to still be able to commentate well, but you can tell in my voice I've been waiting for this for a long time, and it was... I don't know, it felt good. Anyway, what else we got? Like I said, it's just menial stuff like this. You never know is the thing. And like, if you knew any of these before clicking on this video, and be truthful, I honestly commend you, because you clearly watched a lot of videos. Because all these facts probably have been said in like one video or another, but I don't know, the fact that you knew them is still like pretty impressive. Because they'd be, you know, they'd be like sparse throughout. They wouldn't be like all in one like place where it's like, hey, there's a fact he's gonna reference in the future. Jot these down. Like, hell, you may have even seen a video where I said them and just been like, you know, it's like whatever, and then forgotten it. So if you watch the video and then happen to remember it, even more commendable. Like I said, it's cool. Anyway. I got a Goliath beetle. Yeah, he doesn't look so big. Okay, you know what? I'm going to capture you. This may seem like counterintuitive, but I'm going to do it just to donate to the museum. And also so I can say I left with more stuff than I actually did. And there's another type of beetle around here too. I'm not sure if you're the same type, but I wish... Yeah, so I think tiger beetles are the ones that zoom around. I swear to God, if that was a golden stag, I'm going to go sicko mode. Speaking of golden stags... Hello, you beautiful golden stag. Gotcha. Took so long. Caught a golden stag, better not spend it all in one place. That goes for like 20k and it's mental, man. It's mental! Anyway, I want some more facts to throw at you. Here's a funny one. A Let's Play series I never finished was Phoenix Wright Justice for All, because over time I became increasingly conscious of the fact my parents could hear me recording, and that my voice would get tired out after recording, even though there was 1 or 2 episodes away from finishing that series. And in the years since, when they released the HD trilogy, I did actually plan on, like, buying that on PC and going back and doing those last 2 episodes, just to round out the playlist, though I never did. So yeah. I know. That's more a subdued one. I don't think I've said that before. Let's see what else we got. Oh, in the FNAF 4 Let's Play, in the final episode, I didn't actually beat the night. I took footage off YouTube to make it look like I did because I found it too hard and they did that video out that night, even though at the time I was not sticking nearly as close to my upload schedule as I do nowadays. I believe it was taken from Illumixdom. Also, despite classing that series as technically finished, we'll swap out. Let's see, you're better than a Cyclomatus stag. Yes. And put all these guys in the basket though, we should probably head home. Just, yep, you can die. And do we got any more of these guys hanging around before we dip? Alright, you're like the cheaper one. I try to remember the price chart I used to see back in the day, but yeah, the two we just saw there were literally the two cheaper ones that you can get. So we scared off so many golden stags. It's a bit. Oh, I keep doing use like the second most expensive one. So be it. And if there's nothing on this side, I do believe that's our trip done and dusted. Throw these guys in the basket and we'll be on our way. Even if it was only one round, that should be a hefty payout if retail's still open. But, okay, while we're heading back, let's see. Any last minute stuff I can throw at you guys. Just, like I said, these are facts. I like sharing facts. I'm not sure. Actually, let me know what you think if you watch this thing the whole way through. Do you guys get what I mean about, like, what would I call it? Like, you know, like, just people have, like, a bunch of stuff that they never seem to share, but it's like, I want to share it because it's just good, it's interesting. You may think, oh, it's not this big or amount of, but anything could be interesting if you phrase it the right way. Like, let's see, what else have we got? Let's do, like, one final one to round out what I mean. Something like, again, so it's just behind-the-scenes information, which, okay, I'm gonna skip you, Cassim, because I can, I'm like, mouse is in the way. Let's see, what's one final fact? Nope. Guy, this scallywag, and even I'm going out of my way and feeling all good and singing for you. You're pushing the button or what have you, or clicky click click, you being that much of a rush. Well, if that be the deal, I'll quit me singing and just get us to the destination. I'm sorry, Captain. I'm not really. That'd be some good. Oh, yeah. That was English. Right, item pickup box. This music is like very much associated with retail being shut, so I won't be surprised if they are. Anyway, if I. Okay, we'll nab. Okay, then we'll sell. Okay, ooh. Okay, I'm not gonna donate my golden stag because I like money. Or do I? Oh, what's the noble thing to do? Oh. Right, have I got one of each? I can't put stuff back in that box, can I? Right, let's see. Have you, you shut then, Reese? Oh, you're barely still open. Thank God. Okay, let's see. What's the final thing then? What's one final bit of trivia I can give you guys? Oh, okay, this is interesting. Came to mind. So, back when New Horizons was first getting off the ground, my PC suffered a really bad crash, so much to the point that I had to essentially start over a bunch of series. I lost any and all save data on my PC, bar that for Virtue's Last Reward. However, I didn't know that, but since I'd invested so much time into that Let's Play, I decided, you know what? I will get back to that point in the game, if solely just to say I finished it. I've been doing that series for ages, and I was stubborn. I was like, no, I'm finishing VLR. So I wanted to speedrun the entire game without actually booting it up to see if Steam Cloud Save had activated, which for Shenmue 1 and 2 it hadn't, but for Virtue's Last Reward and 9 Hours, 9 Persons, 9 Doors, it had. So I was in this weird situation where I knew how to fully speedrun the shit out of this game, and yet I had no plausible reason to do it at all. Yeah, a bit of a strange one, I'll admit. Anyway, oh, can I barely fit everything in? Oh, yes, right. The question is, eventually I will have to donate a golden stag, if solely to, like, satiate my OCD, so I'm actually going to do it. Look, I know I'm self-sabotaging to extend the series runtime, I know, and oh my god, the hybrid flower looks so good, and it's a beats by. Don't question what that was, even I don't know. But no, I went how to speedrun Virtue's Last Reward, solely because I thought I lost my save data, but didn't bother to check, and it's there. And I was like, well, I already know how to speedrun the game, I might as well. And yeah, I did it, and I was world record holder for a little while, which is quite cool. At the same time, of all the games that I'd also lost progress on, I decided the ones who, not quote-unquote X. So I axed Sims 4, I axed SimCity, and then, I'm trying to remember what was back on. It was Sims 4, SimCity, and it was, okay, it's you what, isn't it? You're the lot, and they sell the other 4. Yeah, it was Sims 4 and SimCity. I axed those because I lost my save data, and I believe it was City Folk and New Horizons too, and that was kind of the general balance. But I decided to get Shenmue, which was the other one, also back and running. And I always think that was a smart choice, because Shenmue has been one of the most successful Let's Plays I've done on the channel, and that is asinine to me, because I did not think, after I brought Shenmue back, it would do exorbitantly well, and you fellas proved me wrong. And well, no, out of every game I chose to go back and kind of recreate the save for, Shenmue made the most sense, because SimCity and Sims, I could remake the household, sure, but it would be quick to just go through most of Shenmue, which is a more linear game. And yeah, Alex, I brought it back, we continued into 2, we continued into 3, and we made a review of the second and the first game, and it worked out surprisingly well. Mainly just because it was easier to get back, and I couldn't really... Like I said, my interest in The Sims and SimCity died down a little, so it was like, I might as well carry on with Shenmue, because the second game's good. And, well, yeah. I just think that's an interesting period in the channel's history, where it was like, yeah, you know. Like, 42k, oh, you were too generous. Can I donate this and actually make the cafe get constructed, or are we still a bit short? Either way, hopefully you enjoyed the random facts I fired at you today. It's been interesting. Let me know if you want another episode like this. This channel has like over 1,200 videos on it, right? And a lot of that is just history. And I guarantee if I scrape my brain, I'll be able to rack together some randomest facts from the bottom of the barrel to share with you, and hell, you may even find them interesting. But with that said, nice little trip to our island vacation place later. And we can build a cafe. Well, looks like next episode has a thumbnail. Awesome! Project's donation goal has been met. Nice sip of Pepsi. And I think we call the night there. So if you did enjoy, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Helps out a bunch, lets me know to see more of this, and all that good stuff. And it's like Simon said, all aside, my name's been Neremik. Let me know what you thought of this like different style like commentating where we're doing something, let's just choose what I talk about, random facts for example. And yeah, let me know what you think of that. And I think with all said, all that aside, that's everything. And peace out.